I can't remember who it was, but someone's blaming minorities for the spread of COVID-19 in Texas, specifically black people. I can't remember if it was Ken Paxton or Governor Abbott. But let's take a moment to think about this situation where the black community has had a serious problem with COVID-19. All right, so where does COVID-19 come from a lot of the time? Incubators. There's a festival where 4,700 people get COVID-19 while we're tracking all 4,700 people down, because we're starting to see all these people show up at the hospital because of they went to this festival. Those people spread it, and it turns into a massive spread situation. So, what's the difference between black and white people a lot of the time, as far as their communities? The amount of people that are in prison. And it's the same thing with Hispanic people. So, like black people, there's just a larger percentage of black people in prison. One reason for that is drugs. And another reason for that is, I think, just honestly, like black people commit a lot more crimes. And that's why, like, per capita, when you go to jail, it's just like suddenly all the black people are there. And it's that's not why, but I'm just saying like they do commit more crimes. I've researched it. The violent crime rate between black people, black on white violent crime versus white on black violent crime is like night and day. Like it's like night and day. Like black on like it's very very common. So I'm not talking about black people, but all I'm saying is like black people have people in their community that are coming in and out of jail and in and out of prison a lot more than white people. The amount of people I interact with that have been in jail is much lower than the amount of people that black people interact with that have been in jail. And so when that happens, these people go get COVID-19 from jail. Oh, he didn't test positive. Wow. Actually, you never tested him when he left the jail, and he brought COVID-19 with him back to his community. Okay, so I was reading this article about how a lot of the spread of COVID-19 is the result of jails and prisons, and if we had reduced the amount of people that are nonviolent in prison, it would have been better. Like, we would have had a lot less COVID-19 problems. And when I read that, I thought about this guy that I just saw get sentenced by my judge to 4 years in, I think it's Comcor, which is, they allow you to do work release, but it's a jail. And he got in trouble for meth. And the judge said, "Well, you had a gun." And it's like, "Well, come on, judge. If you don't have a gun nowadays, then you're probably stupid. Like, are you not looking at the news? People are getting robbed at gunpoint all the time. People are getting shot all the time. Like, people are getting in road rage situations that involve guns all the time. Like, I got followed by a guy, like, for probably 15 minutes. And he wouldn't stop following me. I had to finally park and, like, be like, "Are you going to yell at me?" Because I accidentally almost got in a car accident with him. It was my fault that I almost got in a car accident with him. He avoided the car accident. He follows me. And I'm just saying, like, I keep reading stories about people getting shot in situations like that. And I was thinking, and I'm thinking, I should have called the police because I don't have a gun. Like, I mean, really, though. Like, I should have called the police. And all I'm saying is, like, if you don't at least have a gun to defend your home, why don't you have a gun to defend your home? It's because you're not being a smart person nowadays. Like, you should have a gun to defend your home. All right, so this guy gets 4 years in prison, and I think it's because he got caught with meth. I don't know if he was selling it, but the judge said you had an extraordinary amount of meth. I don't know how much that was, because extraordinary is very different depending on the situation. But now he's going to be coming in and out of prison into the community constantly because he's getting work release. And so, like, he's going to go into confined living quarters with a lot of people out in the community. Confined living quarters out in the community. Why? Because making him a felon wasn't enough. Because I'm just saying, like, if you gave that guy a felony, his life's over. The fact that you're not sending him back to El Salvador is what baffles me. But he's got these beautiful kids and family. It's like, well, you can't deport him. But, like, we're going to keep him in the community, this illegal immigrant, apparently, unless he's legal, and then we're going to have him be dangerous to the community because of us. Because we decided we needed to punish him extra instead of just saying this guy's a felon. Like, instead of giving him probation. Or because, like, I mean, really, like, becoming a felon is, like, your worst nightmare generally. It's not the jail time. it's the felon thing. But I don't know.